Hey guys, my name is Jay. I'm from Jamaica, Queens. I'm 23 years old and I ride BMX. I've been riding BMX for about 2.5 years now, going on 3. The person that got me into BMX riding would have to be probably one of my cousins. But then after that, I met Chad Douglas. He's a really cool homie. I met him when I was really new into BMX, and he was actually really dope. And then I met Zane. Zane is awesome too. He showed me a lot of tricks, really good teacher. And if anybody's new, Zane is probably the guy to help you out with a lot of tricks and get things done. The first trick I've ever landed, obviously, is the bunny hop. Everybody, has to learn a bunny hop to progress. But as far as the first trick that I've probably done the most, I'd say like a 180s. I love 180s. I don't know why. It took me a while to do them, and then once I started doing them, it's like my favorite thing. That's the first thing that comes to mind, and almost in anything that I do, I just 180 this, 180 that. So, but yeah. I've had 6 bikes, different color schemes, different parts. I kind of fluctuated through brands just to find out what brand I liked the most and where I was actually really comfortable with. The parts that I ride right now, just in case anybody's wondering, I ride Colt and Stranger. Those are kind of my 2 main brands that I'm kind of flowing with right now. The parts are steady and solid. Nothing's broken on me yet. And yeah, I like the way how their parts are and everything. I would probably have to say the one trick that took me the longest was probably a 360, because a while back I hurt my knee. I tore my meniscus playing basketball, so I wasn't really, had a lot of fear just rotating and over rotating, just get the full spin of the 360. But yeah, that's probably the one trick that actually took me the longest to actually get around and come back to now. So as far as bar spins, everybody, a lot of BMXers know how to do bar spins. That's kind of like the one trick after that. It's like the one trick that every BMXer goes after to get out the way. I was at my park, in my local park in Queens, and I was just throwing them on the turf. A lot of people get scared to just throw it. A lot of pickup bars. It's like put your foot on the peg and just lean back and just throw. And then after that, it's kind of just getting over the fear, just letting go. You're gonna fall, the bike's gonna blow from under you. You're gonna get broke, but yeah. And I actually learned it in 2 days. Like I said, once I was actually fully dedicated to it, I spent about a day just really going at it. I rode with Billy Perry, and I kind of got it done on that day. That's when I got it out. I got it knocked out that day. I do ride by myself, but normally the times that I ride by myself is kind of when I just need to get a little break from the world, It's like when I just want to kind of escape. That's when I would just go out and listen to some music and just ride. But times like that, I'll normally just ride my local or just a little bit of street around my area. But I do get an enjoyment of riding with, 1 or 2 fellas. I do. It's kind of like the good motivation. Everybody keeps each other's hype up going, and it's a good cycle of energy. It's like you're giving off your energy, and then you're receiving it, and then somebody else is giving it, and it's a really good feeling. Honestly, I actually do I do dibble and dabble in a little bit of both. I do like skate parks. I honestly do. That's kind of where a lot of times where I try to learn stuff is in skate parks before I take it to street. But street, I've been getting a recent call in the street work. That takes a lot to ride street. You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like it's easy, but every rider has their comfort zone, and I'm trying to get in the middle of both. So that's kind of where I'm trying to be at. Honestly, everybody in Queens, we all link up. We ride the local, which is 88. That's kind of like the playground. That's where everybody goes and practices. And then on days when we just come out and run away, we just all come to the city. It's kind of like where it is. The city's like a little escape from, it's like a little enjoyment. It's like you're having your own little party, and it's just moving around the city. It's like, why wouldn't you? My worst fall is probably when when I broke my foot. I was doing a manual 180 out in Long Island. I went to Long Island to ride with a couple of the homies. I did a manual 180 and I just kind of blew from under the bike, and the bike fell on me, and I just kind of sat on my foot and just crumbled it. Yeah, I broke my foot. It was pretty bad, you know. I didn't even stay in the hospital, actually. So I actually didn't go to the hospital. It's probably until about 4 hours later, because I didn't know if it was broken yet. I thought I just sprained it, tweaked it really bad. It was swollen, it was horrible. It was just really big. Like, my foot was like bulging out of my sneaker. Like, it was just, yeah. And then about 4 hours later, I go to the hospital, and then they're like, yeah, you know, you got a little crumbles and stuff in there. And I'm just like, oh man. So, you know, I took a little break from the bike, but you know, we're all good now. My expectations for BMX is honestly, I just do it for fun. You know, I do it just for my friends, you know, just to get away from everything that goes on in my life. You know, when everything kind of goes down, it's like, it's just that thing that makes you step up and just put everything away. I don't know, kind of like when you ride BMX, it feels like you're in a different world. Like, you're just in your own little space. It's just to stay happy. You know, I use BMX as a coping mechanism. That's pretty much about it. You know, I really do use this bike to escape a lot of my issues and my problems, things that goes on in my day-to-day life, and just the overall setup that I've built and how I've come to comfort the amount of parts and things that I've switched. And you know, recently BMX has been opening a lot of doors for me as far as modeling. I've done a lot of photo shoots with a couple brands. You know, I've been having a lot of companies send things out, and you know, I'm just really grateful for this bike right here, for everything that it's done and it's doing for me, and just the, you know, the overall headspace that it gives me. Who do I look up to for inspiration? That's actually a really good question. In all honesty, I kind of really don't, I don't want to say I don't have a role, like a person who I look up to, but you know, as far as like people who I see doing things that I feel like maybe I could be a part of or I could use to advance myself. Like I said, Chad is a really good homie. He's awesome dude, great energy. And just a lot of West Coast riders. Probably a lot of West Coast riders, honestly. West Coast riders, you know, they've come out for a couple of BMX jams that we had, and just the overall energy that they have, and then, you know, they're actually all really great guys. So it's like, you know, just kind of getting into that setting. It's like, you know, I kind of want to be around that setting a lot more. So it's like the energy, like I said, it's more about the energy that everybody brings around, and it's like, I kind of want that more. I have every system and a PC. I have a super gaming PC, so I game really hard. I do upload on YouTube. Yeah, I stream, upload on YouTube. I recently just, I think about last week, I just created my YouTube channel, uploaded my first video. You know, it could be better, but you know, it's the first video. I don't know. I really don't expect a masterpiece from a first video. Anybody who's a new rider, man, just go outside and just make sure, you know, like, don't worry about not landing it. It takes a lot to land a clip. A lot of the BMXers that you see doing things in all these fire clips, it takes a lot. Like, it's really hard. Just don't give up, and just make sure you know, if you see something that you're doing it, just keep doing it and stay focused and work on it so you really know that, you know what I mean, you're gonna succeed. And then once you do so, it'll come to you. As far as shout outs to my friends, like I said, I want to give a huge shout out to Chad Douglas. I want to give a shout out to Zane. All of my homies, you know, Raleigh, Billy Perry. Billy's been a really great friend recently, you know, as far as like letting me ride with him and just overall helping me learn things. I went feeble bars in one of his videos. Do go look for that video. It's on his YouTube channel. So yeah, Billy, he's a dope guy. Yeah, man, he's a dope guy.